back to my channel. Yes, I do know I'm in the same t-shirt as I was in my last one. I'm lazy and I'm filming them all on the same day. You'll find that I'll film most of my videos on the same day, and I just can't bother changing the clothes. So today we are breaking down the Hong Kong Disneyland hotels. So Hong Kong Disneyland, because it's only small, it has 3 hotels you can choose from. Yes, 3 hotels you can choose from, and one is from each category. You've got your cheapest hotel, you've got your moderate, and you've got your expensive. So pretty much if you are deciding on your hotel, you've got your 3 choices. If you're deciding on a budget, you've got your 3 choices. So you also want to decide which type of room you actually want to get, because obviously the room you get depends on which hotel you'll go for. You can obviously get sometimes a better room at a cheaper hotel, or you could get, depending on your budget, the cheapest room in the best hotel. So it all comes down to what you, as the consumer in a way, see how you'd like to spend your trip. So the way it works in Hong Kong Disneyland, it's not that bad. So there are buses that take you from each of the 3 hotels to the park. You do not need to take them. I stayed in the cheapest one at the time, which was the Disneyland Hollywood Hotel. I walked to the park every day. Took about 10 to 20 minutes to walk from my hotel room to the front gate, like the entrance gate, to the park itself in the little promenade area. Less than 20 minutes. There are the buses there if you would like them, but you really don't need to. Obviously, depending on the hotel you pick depends on how far away you are actually from the park entrance itself. So you've got Disney's Hollywood Hotel, which is the furthest one away, which is where I stayed in. It was actually a really lovely hotel. Then you've got your Explorers, I think it's Explorers Lodge. Yes, Explorers Lodge. And then you've got the Disneyland Hotel, pretty much, which is your most expensive one. You know, if you're going from Hong Kong itself to Disneyland, then yes, you may need it. You may want to take your car. There is parking there, but you can also get the train in. You can also get the train from the airport to Hong Kong Disneyland, and then, you know, get the bus into your preferred hotel. I believe I did take the bus one night, the only night we were there, but we just wanted to see what it was kind of like, and it was okay. It was just not bus. One thing to look at when you're choosing your hotels, look at the activity schedules. If you are with children, look at the activity schedules and what the hotels actually offer itself. Some of them offer a lot more, some of them offer a lot less. You could go somewhere cheap. You could go to the cheapest one, which is, as of last year, it was 2020, it was the cheaper one. I'm not sure what it's going to be like now, because only one of the hotels due to COVID has opened back up. And of course, it had to be the Disneyland Hotel, which is the most expensive one. Of course, that one's the first one that opened up. You just got to keep weighing the activities and the prices, so it's interesting. You also got to weigh out the theming bonuses that can occur in the hotel you choose. So Disneyland, I keep saying Disneyland. So the Hollywood Hotel, the theming is done to Hollywood. So there's like a piano-shaped pool, there's a little photo area at the back. You got a big Hollywood Hotel sign in the back garden. And the entranceway is kind of Hollywoodish themed. Explorers Lodge, exactly as it sounds. Explorers themed. Kind of like a safari themed. Disneyland Hotel is not really themed, but it has choices of themed rooms, if that is what you would like, but they are the most expensive rooms ever in that hotel. I would love to stay there, but they are the most expensive rooms out of all 3 hotels. Nail suites. So, when you're thinking of the hotels, think about everything else that comes with it. Okay, so hotel number 1 is the Hollywood Hotel. When I went, it is the cheapest hotel that was available. I was only there for 2 nights, 3 days, pretty much. Not really. I mean, we flew in on the day and then we stayed the night. Then we went to the park, stayed the night, then went to the park for a little bit, and then went to the rest of Hong Kong. So what we got in the Hollywood Hotel and what you guys can get too depends on the prices of the room, but mostly you only get up to 4 adults in a room. That's standard across all board, all 3 hotels. 4 people per room. So that could be 4 adults, 2 adults, 2 children, up to you. You get 2 double beds. You have 4 different types of rooms to choose from in the Hollywood Hotel. You've got your standard room, your deluxe room, your deluxe sea view room, and you've got your Hollywood suite, which is the same layout, but you probably just get that little bit more space. It's about it, about the difference. The deluxe sea view room is exactly as it sounds. No different to the deluxe, you just get a sea view. So obviously it's themed to Hollywood movies. You've got a little photo area around near the pool, like further near the back of the actual hotel, near the water. You've got like a little pathway that leads all the way back up to the Hollywood Hotel sign, which is lit up kind of like the Hollywood sign. You've got a little photo area with a couple of cars. Near the pool, obviously the pool's piano shaped. That was drained when we went. We couldn't even go in, and it was quite hot. So that pool was down for maintenance. So check the maintenance list or see if the pool is actually working when you go. They also had a little kids play area as well. The food that's there at this hotel, you've pretty much got 3 options. You've got Chef Mickey's, which we ate for breakfast every morning. It's also a character meet and greet with Chef Mickey. This was great. We were down there, one of the first, you had kind of slots to go in. We were one of the first people down there on the first day we ate. One of the first people there to actually meet Chef Mickey. So, it's a buffet style family meal. American style family meal, I shall say. Everything's there. There's a certain area for, obviously your food, different type of food, your pastries, and your drinks. And then halfway through, kind of you're sitting, a big show, and Chef Mickey will come straight out. And he will come kind of around the table saying hi, and then he'll go to his meet and greet area, which is kind of where you walk into the cafe. Meeting him was awesome. I felt for him. There was someone that went before me that wasn't quite sure, and then he saw me, and I was like, yes, Mickey, love you. I was getting hugs, kissed left, right, and center. Because I was giving Mickey this big energy, that's what I got back, and it was incredible. Even so that when I left the restaurant that first day, we went to the bathroom and walking past, he was sticking his head up being like, please don't go, like, bye, please, bye, like, bye. All until he couldn't see me again, which was fantastic. Like, I felt that was like a magic moment in itself. That was great. You've also got your studio lounge area, exactly as it sounds, but this is actually quite interesting. It's got a bar area. You could order your food, buy obviously alcoholic drinks, but they've also got this area behind the bar where this projector screen drops down and you can watch a movie while you're sitting there and eating and having a drink, and that was actually quite nice. I think I had Big Hero 6 come on the screen when we actually sat down and ate there. You've also got Hollywood and Dine. So this is pretty much like a quick service sit-down meal. I didn't actually eat here, so I don't know what it entails. I'm assuming it's also another kind of like American-style meal. I can't really help you there. I didn't eat there. Sorry. That's really it as I've offered to the room. When you look at this room, and all the others as well, actually, I forgot to mention before, look at the deals you can get. When I went, I think me and my godmother got about up to 30% off the room, and included with the park tickets and a free room upgrade. So we went from a standard room to a deluxe. We're very lucky, and we didn't know it was going to happen when we had that free upgrade involved. We actually ended up getting a view of the tip of Cinderella's castle. Sorry, Cinderella's castle. The tip of Sleeping Beauty's castle. And then we could actually see the little bit of Toy Story Land, like the top bit of RC Racer and the parachute drop, which was actually quite cool. So it kind of shows you how far, you're not actually that far away from the park itself. That was the cheapest one. At the moment, the hotel's obviously phasing their opening, so they've only got the Disneyland Hotel open. So I actually do recommend staying in the Hollywood Hotel. It was fantastic, and I would happily stay there again. So, Explorers Lodge, kind of the same as the Hollywood Hotel. I literally just said the name not long ago. The Hollywood Hotel is just kind of like safari and adventurer kind of themed instead. Again, up to 4 adults per room. They've got their pool. They've actually got a recreational center for younger children. Each hotel, like a little gaming area for kids to go to if they wanted to. They actually have 3 choices of rooms that I saw, but when I looked on, they had 4, and yet then they're only advertising 3 of the rooms in this hotel. So I'm not sure what they're actually going for, 3 or 4 rooms. So they obviously have the standard, deluxe, and sea view room again. That's kind of the same throughout all 3 hotels. But they also, as I saw, they had an adventurous suite. I don't know if that's still there. I don't know if that's still a thing. If it is, please let me know. I don't know exactly what I can say on that. It's obviously the same as the deluxe, just bigger. And I think a little bit more themed. They've got kind of 3 food areas again, 3 kind of restaurants. They have the Dragon Wind, which is a fine dining restaurant. They've got the World of Coloured, which is a themed table service meal. And they've also got, it's called the Chart Room Cafe, which is your quick service sit down, quick service snack meal. They've also got, obviously, their pool area. They've got the outside area for the children. They've also got kind of like a themed garden to suit with the rest of the hotel and its aesthetic. Moving on to the only hotel that is currently available, the Hong Kong Disneyland Hotel, which is their deluxe hotel. I have looked into staying in one of the basic rooms in this hotel. And you know what? I could easily just go to one of the other 2 hotels and stay in their more expensive rooms. I've said it. So, once again, you get up to 4 adults per room. You can get the room packages with all 3 hotels. Please do look at them. You can actually get pretty interesting deals. Sometimes you can get it where you pay for the hotel and then the tickets are included, or you've got a fixed rate where you get like, a free upgrade, or you get a certain percentage off, or you can magically get all of them combined. It's up to what you guys actually end up going for. So yeah, seriously, look for those deals. That deal was great that we got, and we're getting to keep the hotel key cards that we actually used to get into our room. We were allowed to keep them with our room number on them. So they've got 8 type of rooms. I miscounted that. 4 kind of different rooms, 2 themed. So they've got the standard, deluxe, sea view, and a sea view with balcony. That last one's pretty self-explanatory between the difference between the sea view and the sea view with the balcony. What's the difference? A balcony. Then they've got 4 club rooms. Kingdom Club, or the Kingdom Club Suite. Then they have their 2 themed room, which is themed to Frozen or Cinderella. This is why, and I believe the Frozen is the one that's most expensive at the moment. Which is why I would love to say that everything, they've got like a little area for the children to play in. Like they look beautiful. But the price to stay in those rooms is unrealistic. It's like going to stay in the Grand Floridian Hotel in Walt Disney World and paying for the most expensive room there. Most people can't afford it. And they'll go to the cheaper hotel rooms, which are pretty much are fine on their own. They're pretty great. So they've actually got different types of restaurants. They've got Crystal Lotus, which is a family-style table service meal, so another buffet version, which I think could be for their breakfast. Not entirely sure. They've also got the Enchanted Garden. So I went to the Enchanted Garden with my godmother for her birthday dinner. One thing I have to say on this, it is just a meet and greet with all the characters. It was literally, I met the Fab Five that way. And it was great. But we checked the menu before we went and we were like, yes, we'll go here. When we got there, let me tell you this. My godmother has a seafood allergy, like a severe seafood allergy. And I'm not a big fan of seafood. Before we left, we checked the menu. So I decided to get a reservation there for her birthday dinner. There were some little bits of like American style food, which is what we stuck to. And then everything else was seafood. it wasn't really put out in the menu that it would be that amount of seafood versus the amount of American style food. It was pretty much, if you enjoy your seafood, go for that restaurant. By all means, go for gold. But when you have a seafood allergy and someone else in your party is not a big fan of it, it wasn't the place for us. I mean, we had great interactions with the characters. That's what made the night for us in the Enchanted Garden. That's really what made the night for us. You've also got a Seabreeze Bar, pretty self-explanatory. And you've got Walt's Cafe, which I would die to sit down there. I would absolutely love it. Obviously, it's a fine dining restaurant, but hey, it's Walt's Cafe. Would you expect anything else? You also get some meet and greets in this hotel, which I think come under the Enchanted Garden restaurant. Not entirely sure. You've got your children activities. There is a Bippity Boppity Boutique if you would like to do that for your little princess or prince. I think they do some for the guys as well. They've actually got a gym, live music playing. They've got a maze, a pool, and a spa. Right, it's the most expensive hotel there is. Of course, it's got all that. But yes, no, when you're going to certain restaurants, please, please, please do check that you have actually looked at their menu. They do offer you a chance to look at their menu when you go on their website. By all means, have a look. There may be things on there that you might not actually be fond of. So yeah, have a look before you actually do any reservations. And when making reservations, we couldn't call up and order them because we're in Australia and that would cost a lot of money just to call up and try and make a reservation. We had to try and make reservations once we got to the hotel room. So we couldn't do any reservations through the My Disney Experience app because they don't really do that yet. So we had to do it the second we got to the hotel room. So we were very lucky that we actually got the reservation at the Enchanted Garden, which is what we wanted. So yeah, make sure you make those reservations if you can. Try in advance. If not, the second you get there when you're checking in, ask about the reservations for the ones you actually want and see if you can get them. Because we tried to get them on, I think for lunch on one of the days, and we could only get the dinner at the Enchanted Garden. So do try and get them for the times you want. If not, be flexible. Depending on how long you're staying there for, be flexible. But you know what? You could also end up going to that hotel or that restaurant in the park and saying, hey, do you have a reservation? They might have more reservations than actually the hotels themselves, because the hotels will ring and ask them. So they're a little bit behind everyone else in the park or in the hotel itself. So yes, that's really all I can say about the hotels. Yeah. Okay, to finish off this, I have got in before me a couple of things I got from Hong Kong Disneyland. So, at the hotels itself, when you're going for your departure and you have obviously checked out of your room and you've put your bags in the, with the luggage handlers, they do have one of these on the front of your card just to let you know that that's the hotel you are staying at. That's obviously your number that they do scan. They also give you your key cards. Obviously, there are 2 depending on how many you have in your room, and they do let you keep it. So it comes in this nice little fancy box that have your room number written down at the bottom, the day you stayed there, and obviously your key card to get in and out of the room that you are allowed to keep. When you head into the parks, you've obviously got your map and your times guide, which tell you everything in there. We got given a little Disney button that has Hong Kong Disneyland written on with Toy Story themed. Throughout the day that I was there, I was given multiple amounts of stickers. So I was given these little cute ones that celebrate Mickey and Minnie, and then got given these Fab 5 ones, an R2-D2, another Donald one, heaps of everything else. We also got given our ticket entrances to the parks, which come as different forms of your favorite Fab 5 characters that get you in. We got given 2 priority pass tickets to go to any ride or experience that is listed down on this side of there, and how many in your pass. And you've also got photo pass and anything else to scan to help you get your photos onto this and onto your phone or laptop or anything else. So that is all I have actually received from the hotel itself. So that means we come to the end of our vlog. Just like always, please like, subscribe, comment below. I will keep expanding on my knowledge in all the parks around the world, as it is my dream one day to finally visit all of them. So if you want to keep up for anything else, please hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!